Which way?
More. There you go. I think that's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Share your screen with your audience.
Yes.
No, because I don't want them to see like information because
we're
gonna look on. So we're doing. Hi, it's Thankful Thursdays. Welcome. This is Blaze Sanchez and Yabes. Where's John Yabes? You gotta go.
John Yabes.
Oh, but I don't want to block this. So there you go. You gotta tuck in.
So many
You gotta
going.
righty tighty. The most we had was like a laptop too. Why did I say laptop? Why did I talk country when I did?
Right.
All right, here we go. So we received some paperwork for our 501c3. Thank you, Dr. Godfrey of Accounting USA or whatever. What's it called? His company is called GOE Global. And he's so great. He's the greatest. So he's great. He's Dr. Godfrey. Can you imagine being your name? Such a good name. Okay. So we have all this paperwork and now we're going to maybe start doing it possibly because I'm not bad at it. I'm going to abundance manifest, whatever. So now we have the California Secretary of State has told us to do what? Initial business filing approved.
What's next?
So congratulations. The above referenced document has been approved and filed with the California Secretary of State. To access free copied files of documents, go to BizFile Online. Okay. So that's just like, that's that. So I'll save it now. Is that what I should do?
Yeah.
Probably.
So we just have this now. So I don't have to do anything.
I would like create a folder.
Oh, you're so smart. You guys are great.
Yeah.
And I'm also concentrating so well because of my concentration ring that I purchased at Happysis from Monet.
Happysis.
Happy.
I got a honey soap bar.
You got honey soap bar. You gotta show them. You gotta show them what it is. And I got this robe too that I think was made for me in Turkey, but Blaze thinks probably not.
It's probably made for the shopkeeper's wife.
Probably made for the shopkeeper. Okay, so this is Sleep with Sam Howard, and then 501c3.
There you go. And
so now I'm gonna do new folder, and this is all. This is 2020.
Don't forget to show that camera too.
2024.
There you go.
501c3 paper.
You will wash his balls with that later.
Oh dear. Wait, this is not made for kids, but it's also not made for only like crass.
Yeah, this isn't OnlyFans.
Crass ass. But OnlyFans is doing comedy now.
They've been doing a lot. Actually, as a massage therapist, they've been trying to get me to get onto it.
You should do it.
Well, I don't like that whole thing about like people like taking pictures, like videos of massage, and that's weird.
Madison's here from Europe. Oh my God, we miss you. God, how do I wave it? Every time it makes me wave, it wants me to block you. Like, what is that trauma response my phone has? Madison. Hello, we miss you so much. Look, I got a robe from oh my gosh, what is it called? Happysis. We have to go when you get back in town. Holler. And we have the 501c3. You already saw this email too. We have the paperwork and we're looking at it to see what we have to do.
I
think import. Okay, so you're doing Italian. Okay, she did it.
She's in Italy, I think.
I had a comedy manager ask me if I was Italian before. I'm not, but no, I have kind of Italian energy.
I wouldn't say Italian energy.
I've also been told I have New York energy. I love that. All right, thank you for doing business in California.
She says huzzah.
Okay, so that's Jewish. You think I'm Jewish? Everyone thinks that. Even my
Italian.
very Jewish friends are so
Italy.
surprised that I'm not Jewish. My friend Rebecca frequently will just be like, "How are you not Jewish?" Like everything about me, apparently. And I agree.
I don't really know much about the Jewish faith.
It's the best. They're all the best. Everything's the best. I don't know. I do love. I just think Jewish people are good. I like them all. Though. Okay, so now, what even is this? California's more Secretary of State stuff.
I think this is just.
I'm so overwhelmed. It's all. I don't even want to read this, but I don't have to, right?
I would just go down and see if there's anything I have to fill.
Okay, nothing. Okay, so now I can save this too, so I have it.
Just so you have them.
Oh my God! Important notice that you exist. I cannot believe this. I'm so excited, but I'm also okay. Now I have to fill this out.
How are you guys doing? We're doing well. We're just going through being friends and bonding and enjoying each other's company, being good friends.
And doing 501c3. Shirley Weber is our Secretary of State. I'm glad it's a lady. And she's a PhD too. Look at that, Dr. Shirley.
Shirley's also a guy's name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I know Sue is too, right?
Well, there's a boy named Sue.
I love that song. I love old-timey, old-timey country. Okay, she hereby certifies on the issuance date the detached document reference are true and correct. This is so official. There's like a seal from the Secretary of State, not like an animal seal, but I saw a bunch of seals in San Francisco, and I think they're cool. Really, really funny creatures. Like they were like fucking with each other. Like I shouldn't say that word, but they were like,
Sam, come on.
They were messing with each other. All right. Okay, here we go. Madison, I had a really traumatic thing happen. Somebody sent me not only an unsolicited dick pic, but like a close-up of his dick. And then also it wasn't Yabes, don't worry, or he also sent a far body shot, like cowboy shot that you do when you're doing stand up, but it was more like I got almost to his knees, but I think he didn't include his legs because he didn't want me to see that he probably has like knobby knees. I don't know, but because I like a thick thigh, like I want you know what I mean, not to judge, but it's fine.
Nobody likes the.
And then a video of him jerking it. This is not what I'm thankful for. I am thankful for the trauma response that I've had and all the healing I've done since then, but I am not thankful for it happening because you should never send it unsolicited. Everybody who's watching, please, on the internet, everybody don't do it. Don't send unsolicited shit. Ask if, oh my God, I'm so like, I think I'm going through a moment. Why do men?
You should put that on a shirt.
Why do men?
Why do men?
Yeah, and then just insert everything you guys do.
In so many ways, like even like why do men?
Why do them? You don't have to do them. We got dildos now. Okay, we assigned you an employer identification number. This is what we need to set up a bank account. So we can already do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this happened so much faster than I thought. Aaron and I thought it was going to take like a whole year to get approved, but oh my gosh, I can't believe.
She says, "I'm so sorry."
I know but it's fun because I have a lot of good jokes about it, and I'm still going to talk to him about it. Talk to this person. He actually just had like a really big, wonderful career thing happen that like I think I could ruin if I was like wanted to. But what I want to do is make sure that he doesn't, as he gets more famous with this like really great thing that happened with his career. I want to make sure he doesn't like just continue to do this because he's probably already done it because that's probably his move, his like creepy ass move to do. I even asked him like, please be a gentleman. And then he didn't. He did that in response to me asking him to be a gentleman. Like, I don't even get it. So I'm going to talk to him. And if he does have like genuine, like, you're right, I shouldn't do that. He was raised by a single mom. I'm like, you could send me, like, come do my dishes. Come like do anything nice. Like come like, you can bring me flowers. You can like bring my kid a popsicle or whatever. Like you can bring dick shaped stuff. That's like cucumbers. I love like, but don't show me. I don't want to see that. And my kid sees my phone too. I'm like, what are you, it's so, I'm so mad. So I'm so mad, but I'm going to be fine. And I'm going to talk to him after I like breathe more, I guess. And then I'm going to, I think he's a good guy. So I'm going to be like, all right, don't do this ever again. And don't do worse stuff. Cause it all, it starts somewhere. People start doing a little creepy and they get away with it. Yeah. So I'm going to hopefully nip it in the bud or nip it in the dick pee hole to make sure he never does this again, or else I'm going to like tell the world his name. And then.
Well, you do have document proof.
Well, I do, but I deleted it. Because I was so appalled, but I don't care. I'm not gonna like.
That's the thing that always makes me so
paranoid. Hack myself to get it back.
Oh, that's why I don't give out dick pics. I'm like, I don't want you to come and post this online because I don't think that like 100% of women don't want them, right? You guys got
some women do.
Some
yes,
do.
Yeah, like some do. It's fine, and then no judgment. But I don't ever.
Yeah, sorry. But for most of my experiences with women, they just do not.
Yeah, mostly we don't.
Unless
some women like they ask for it. That's fine. I'm not judging. Like I think honestly, ask for what you want. Yes.
Who's in that one? Who's in that?
Oh my God, I'm sick. Who's in this? I can't tell because it's in there. It's underneath. Oh, did you take a picture of us diving into the water? So people.
A little bit.
Could you tell? Wait, do a video so we know.
He did. We were doing that.
I tagged you.
Oh, okay. It's already up on. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look how fast we are social. Okay, so we have an employer identification number, which means we can go. You guys want to go tomorrow to go to the bank?
I got work.
To go to the bank? Okay,
Only
I'm gonna go to the bank.
Request.
Who should we bank with? Question mark. If you have a nonprofit and you love a certain bank, who doesn't invest in like the industrial bullshit, like prison complex stuff? Like who doesn't do bad stuff?
Would it be better to go with a credit union?
Oh, maybe like a nice. My friend Laura sent me a good bank too, so I'm gonna write down a list because I'm gonna concentrate with my.
I heard Chase is a good bank.
No, Chase like has so much evil.
Yeah.
And they screwed over another comic friend of mine with something with like his points.
Yeah, because at least if you're in a credit union, there's you get a little bit more.
Oh, here's this notebook illustrated by Jack Palazak. Look at his beautiful artwork. These are electricity balls. If you didn't know,
electricity balls. Aren't they just called light bulbs?
No. Oh, that's kind of even more. Oh my gosh, this is how he started though.
Nice.
Wow, that's.
You gotta cultivate.
You gotta show the other two checks.
Oh, show the other two. Okay. See, this is how he started, and this is where we kind of ended up. This is where we are now. This has been updated. This was a few months ago. His artwork it evolves very quickly. His style.
He just like starts writing down premises for jokes.
I wish he would. He used to have premise. His whole idea, his first jokes were very connected to changing the color of the sky because he was so fascinated by when he would take a nap, it would be daytime and the sky would be like light blue or whatever. And then when he'd wake up from his nap, sometimes it would be closer to dark. And he was like, what? Like, and then in general, like when the sky turns dark, he's so fascinated by that. Like, and he sees sunsets and he's like, that's different now. It's red. It's whatever. So he was really, so he said something like, if you throw his joke was like, you throw a strawberry in the sky, it turns red. And that's his whole like little sense of humor.
That's cute.
But now all he wants to do is run around stage and go bop, 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 bop.
That was
that so cute or was that annoying?
No, it was,
so
well,
cute.
to me, it was like, I don't know. Every time I see kids do anything,
Yeah.
I just imagine myself doing it and get so tired so quickly.
Oh yeah, he did it for 6 minutes straight. He
I'd be
ran
like, oh my
so
God.
much. Oh, that was
He
at
likes
the
to-
Well, 'cause
Ledge Theater, which I'm also thankful for. I'm so thankful for
Yeah.
the Ledge Theater. I love that space.
Because he was running and
And
hopping.
that woman.
I was like
Oh, yeah, he
running
was
and
hopping too.
jumping.
Yeah.
Like
It's a lot of energy.
I would be.
And he had a jacket on too. He didn't get sweaty. Like, do
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
get sweaty? Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
Oh,
They
for
They do?
sure.
At that
Oh,
young?
man.
Yeah, what do you
My-
mean?
I thought he didn't have like
My-
sweat glands
my-
or something.
My mom would get so mad when I'd go to like family parties or whatever and run around with my cousins, and I'd be like just drenched in sweat, and she'd get so mad.
Okay, so number one we have to do is research a bank. Find a bank.
Or a credit union.
Find bank or credit union. So we need to ask people for advice. That's what I'll do on Instagram. I'll say, do you have advice? And then
Does
people can
anyone
tell
know
me.
a good bank?
A good, like they're ethical, but I already know the answer because I tried years ago to find a good bank just for myself. And I don't have to do this. I don't have to. So do I print this to send or I just have it in my email?
No, you return to this part.
Do I have to
Any
return
programs,
this?
So,
With any correspondence, we may identify your account.
so if you have
Yeah.
an account,
So once I get an account, then I print
Then-
this.
Then you return.
Why do I have to send it to Cincinnati though? That's
Because
where
that's,
I hate Cincinnati.
that's
Oh
where the
my
IRS is.
gosh, that's where the IRS is.
Yeah.
no wonder they suck.
I used to like Cincinnati because I had a friend who was like super like hippie, loving of all people person.
Yeah,
But
friends.
then but then my baby daddy's brother and sister-in-law, straight up, they couldn't believe that my baby daddy. What I'm saying so much, I'm spilling so much tea right now. They couldn't believe that he was not a virgin or like this, not a virgin. So they thought that I cheated on him with Clipper Darrell, who I love so much, but like
Clipper
not in
Darrell?
that way. He's like the super fan of the LA Clippers.
Yeah, I know who he is. That's
And
what
he's
I'm
my
saying.
son's godfather now.
Oh,
But they were convinced that I slept with him and made a baby and then lied to my baby daddy to say he was the dad so I could get their family money. And I'm like, I would never, they don't even have enough. You know, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. I couldn't. I don't like lying. You know,
Clipper Dale's a cool guy. He just likes the Clippers.
I love Clipper Darrell. I honestly wish he was sometimes. I know because I love Jack as he is. And I love his dad too. I
Is
really
Clipper
do.
Dale married?
No, he was. And I think he was. I know he has kids and he's great. We have lunch sometimes and I just love him. Okay. But not in a sexual way. Okay. So your number. So I print this now, right?
Mm-hmm. Keep this
Should
part
I?
for your records.
Well, I'm keeping all of this for my records,
Yeah.
but do I have to bring this? Because it says return this part with any
I have
correspondence.
to mail that to them.
So I do have to mail this.
I think it's only if you add someone else to the account, like if you do add something in the account.
I thought this was return this with any correspondence so we may identify your account.
I
So
think that's
this
once you
is-
set it up.
Once I set up, so I need to print this to bring to the bank, right?
No, I think you print that and you keep it until you open your account with the bank. And
Yeah.
Then you send that to the IRS.
Yeah. So I'll print it now.
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
answer?
Just to have it. Yeah.
But then they're not going to, how are they going to? Oh, because then they're going to call me
Oh,
and
they
say,
can
what's
call
your
you.
bank? And
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say, oh my gosh, it's this.
And
Okay.
they're like, new phone, who dis?
And then we'll get on the phone. That's what I'll do probably. That's what happened with a cake one time. Because they called me so many times and I was like, I'm not answering this unknown number. And they didn't leave a voicemail to say the cake, they didn't have like a disco ball or whatever I needed.
A disco ball?
Yeah, me and Jack picked out a disco ball for my friend's cake. Okay, so I'm saving this number one. We know that. Okay. And then I'm also printing this one.
I hate people.
Go pee,
Again?
go pee. Do you want to take a camera in for you so we can be live there too?
I don't want.
This man had 2 cups of coffee this morning. He has not left the pot for more than 10 minutes.
I only need to print the second page though, right? To send in.
Yeah, the second page only.
Keep a copy of this. We did that. Use the EIN and your name exactly as they appear on all federal tax forms. Did they use my full name?
No, I don't think you'll need it. Maybe because it is.
Well,
weird.
It's Sleep with Sam Howard NFP, which sounds like what's that one thing people
NFC.
get? The NFT. Isn't it fun? That's like, I'm so modern, but I'm not. Okay.
No.
So print only the second page to custom only page 2. So that's what I'm going to mail in and then done. Okay. So
This
that's
is-
check. Okay. We're going to do that. But once we get the bank. Okay. And then we go back to this. This is so much better with friends because I hate paperwork when it's by myself. I'm like, oh,
That's the one you just printed.
That's what I just did. Okay, so now this one, he wrote the bylaws, but I think I have to write like more specifics, right? Or what did he say in the email? Because that's what I have to see. He said, good news. Please find the organizing documents for Sleep with Sam Howard NFP, not NFT. In the coming weeks, months, the IRS should send you a document titled Determination Letter. This document confirms the tax-exempt status of your foundation. Please let us know when you receive this document. It will be sent directly to your mailing address. While we await the IRS letter, you are all set to conduct activities with the attached documents. Please note that on a yearly basis, you will be required to file an annual report directly with the state. This is so much work. Oh my God. With the state of California in order to keep your LLC in compliance. Your contact information updated and your foundation in good standing with the state of California. Report is due in March. Okay. By March, I'm going to be so focused because I'll wear this ring every day. The information should be sent directly to your mailing address. You can do this, and I can do this all online. So do I have to do anything on via mail? I want to support USPS because my dad used to work there, and I just think it's very nice. I like the post office. But we should go to that too, right?
Yeah, just see.
But don't tell anybody our password. Okay, business entities.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could just do this all online then.
Oh, but I have to set up a bank account still.
Yeah.
So username is that.
And don't say it out loud, Yabes.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. Log in. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, guys, thanks for being grown-ups with me. It's so hard to be grown-up. Okay, and then we do this, and we have our new.
Like how your printer sounds like it's whining.
I know my printer hates doing work too. It just wants to play. But honestly, this is what you're meant for. Unable to sign in?
Is that for it? Check.
Did he spell it? I copied and pasted, so it should be. So I should just tell him it don't work.
Hello.
That doesn't work.
There's probably some kind of like a recovery option, like need help signing in.
But this is my first time ever doing it.
Try typing it in, like type it in, not copy and paste it in.
But okay, why though? Oh, the password, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't remember the password, but don't say it out loud. Okay.
Don't spell it out loud.
Okay,
Yeah.
so capital ding 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 dun 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 dun. Now you know how many. See, someone could guess that. No. All right, and then that's definitely the email.
I guess so.
So I'm going to say, please let me know if you have any questions. So we're meeting Wednesday, but I'm going to tell him now the login. Oh, wait, I have to reply all. And say the login don't work. Hi, Dr. Godfrey. Dr. Godfrey, I love you. He's Godfrey. Godfrey since 99. Okay. Dr. Godfrey, the username, password, combo. What's the thing it's saying?
It says unable to sign in.
Unable to sign in.
Quote.
Says unable to sign in. Sign in like that. Is that right? Okay. See, this is fun. It's fun. Using password combo.
What's your background? What's your background?
Shirtless Spider-Man.
I'm thankful for Yabes' background.
Can I see it? See, this is me asking, and then he's consenting, right? This is what you do if you want to send it shirtless and naked, any of that. Oh, damn! Okay! Is he red? He's a red person?
I don't think that's a real...
It's not a real person. This is AI. AI.
You can tell because I ain't got no nipples.
Yeah. Well, I did tell this fella that the only dick pic I would ever want to receive is what my roommate Scott used to send me all the time. I'll just say thanks, not best. It's weird. Okay. Is pictures of men named Dick or Howard or Richard. Those work too. That's what I only, but not their actual dicks. Howard. Okay, so these are my bylaws. Operating standards. The NFP organization shall be Sleep with Sam Howard NFP. The board shall mean, this is all like legal speak. What even is this? The purpose of set forth. Oh my gosh, this feels like the Bible. What is this? This is so many. Notwithstanding is all one word. That's a big word. Okay.
Non-discrimination policy.
Organization. I know that's why I'm not allowed to play. I tried to do this already. I tried to pay Black people 25% more for reparations, but then I already knew I would go to prison if I tried that. But then, that's my joke. Then I would be very popular in prison, which is racist to say that joke but it's also just acknowledging that it sucks that there's more Black people and brown people in prison than white people. Because white people.
Ciao.
Someone's writing stuff.
Is
she writing in a different language?
She's writing.
It means good night. Bye, friends.
Oh, she's at nighttime now. Yeah, you're the opposite. Okay, bye, good night. We love
Ciao.
you. What color is the
Ciao.
sky? Jack would be so amused by that.
Ciao, ciao, mi bella.
Ciao, mi bella.
I don't know any
Oh.
Italian, so.
What? Madison's gonna come back so tan, and I mean, you already tan, but like,
Speak for
even if I
yourself.
went, I would
Madison,
come
you
back
better be darker
sunburned.
than this guy.
This guy. Is she gonna be back in time for your special?
No.
I don't
Oh, I
know.
hope so. Please, I hope. Also, Emil, who's this? Oh my gosh, Emil, how are you? Not like a meal of food, but his name is Emil, and he's
Yes.
a really great.
Oh,
She
nice.
will be
I thought your name was
We'll see you-
Elaine.
We'll see you there.
You will be there. Yes. Go to the early one. Go to both, whatever. But 8:00 is when I'm going to be there, and then I'm going to bed.
I'll be a little late because I'll be my mom's.
I'm like there's a part of my brain that's kind of like everyone's gonna show up for the first show and
Yeah.
then just leave.
Nobody.
It's
That's
like-
what happened for Beleco's special. Is
Yeah.
if people were like, we're tired because it's
Yeah.
late. I don't know, but people.
I
like
mean,
stay up late.
8 and.
Okay, the
yeah, and
officers.
Back on the 30th. Okay.
So what do I have to do with all of this? Like the treasurer.
This
Oh,
is-
so we have to get all this stuff. We have to like get a
Well,
board.
Yeah, so you got to get the board president, the so it's
Uh-huh.
telling you.
I think the good thing about this is that it kind of gives you a structure for how the board should be. So
Yeah.
So we have to read this. That means, oh my gosh,
Well,
it's so.
You don't
overwhelming.
have to read this right now.
Well, that's what we're doing, right? Because I'm not going to read by myself. That's too many words. Okay, sleep is empowered. Governing instruments. So you have to have a trumpet. You have to have, the NFP organization shall be governed by its NFP organization and its bylaws. Non-discrimination. We cannot discriminate based on any
There
of
you
that
go.
stuff. Okay, we promise we won't. Although this is weird because we would probably like you can't discriminate based on disability, but are we like targeting people with sleep disabilities? We're not really, but
I think that comes to hiring.
okay.
Yeah.
So we can't hire you because you have narcolepsy,
Yeah,
but
but you can't not hire them because they have narcolepsy.
but we can't. Oh, we can though. So we can just that's why we should be able to do reparations.
No,
then.
no, no, like you
No.
can't, like you just like if they have narcolepsy, like you can't hire them because they have narcolepsy. But
Oh, you can't.
But you cannot hire them because they have narcolepsy.
I
You
see.
just gotta like
Yeah. So it has to be because of other
it's
stuff.
gotta be on merit.
Mhm.
On merit. I don't have any merits. American
I'm a
merits.
Meriton.
Merit Hotel. West. That's not a hotel. What's Merit? Marriott. That's what I was
Marriott.
thinking.
Marriott.
The Marriott.
I was
Hotel.
like, what?
I'm going to hire you based on your Marriott's. Your Marriott points. How many do you have?
Because we need to go to sleep.
I do think if I was a hotel branch owner, I would just make all the homeless people could come take naps there. That's what I would do. Is just make it like such a nice, luxurious nap place, nap institution. All right, the NFP organization. Okay, so that's our membership. What does membership mean? This is of the board or no? Organization shall consist of participating in or intervening in any political campaign on behalf. Also, we can't like support.
Yeah, you can't.
We can't support. Really?
Nope.
What if we have a favorite guy who's running for city council or something?
Nope.
Oh man.
Not for nonprofits. You can't.
Nonprofits can't go for like government stuff because they don't want tax money to be set that way.
That's so interesting. But aren't churches nonprofits and they're like constantly being like vote for Trump because he's David of David and Goliath or whatever they think.
I don't know.
God's using him.
Super churches are weird to me.
I know they really know how to use that prosperity
Yeah,
gospel.
bend.
It's so insane.
The
My parents go to
definition
like it's not quite Righteous Gemstones level, but it's like they wish, they hope. But it used to be a car dealership, and I really
Wow.
genuinely think that everybody that works there is like they were the car dealers, they like were the car salespeople, and now they just are selling God
Mm.
instead because it's like way lower overhead.
Annual
Costs-
meetings.
But they do bring people to like they like bring you after you if you want to fill out a card and you want to get saved, they bring you to a room and talk to you just like you're trying to sell you a car. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's fine. I don't want to judge. I am judging though
You should.
because it's scary. It's like there's a lot of religious trauma.
Yeah, it's definitely would be
Should be-
intimidating.
should not be less than
It
three.
really is intimidating, and it's just
So you have
like
to have at least 3 members
okay of the board.
of the board. So you need to.
So NFP shall have members without regards to color, nationality, or creed. What does creed mean? The music guy?
No.
Dare you to run? Is that
Creed,
the song?
Creed is like
Creed?
if you have like a
Like a belief system, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
like
a
a
mantra.
shield, like a shield kind of. Like you know how
No.
creeds are like something like
You
if you're
believe
part
in.
of something you say before.
What is a creed?
It's like the Apostles' Creed.
It is a system of Christian or other religious belief, a faith.
Mhm.
So it is your faith. Oh, the Nicene Creed. I knew about that. I learned about that. The creed, also known as a confession of faith or symbol of statement of faith. Okay, so I can't not hire you.
Mhm.
Same reason.
if
you
you're a
believe in-
Muslim or
Yeah. Okay. I like Muslims. I like everybody. Okay. The meeting of the board shall be but not Hamas. See, that's the thing. I don't want Hamas to be. But
Technically, you're not supporting. If you're
or
supporting
ISIS.
well, you can support them different.
I just don't like radical, radical stuff. I'm just like, can we just? But I want radical love, so that's tough because then Jesus was super radical. Did you know that? Okay. A meeting of the board shall be annually, so every year we have to have a meeting. When do we do it? How? Well, okay. It's fixed by the board. So whoever's on the board, but I'm on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. For the purpose of electing directors, receiving annual reports of the board and officers, and for transaction of other business that may be brought before the meeting. Okay, so we have to do this once a year where we're like, who works here? So they get to pick who, but they don't have to hire like our our.
Well, we vote on it. We vote on it.
The board votes on it.
Well, the members of it says right there, like the election and terms.
Don't they like delegate that? Because I know boards like vote on CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? And then they kind of just delegate all that responsibility to the CEO. Right?
But when it's a nonprofit, it's not called a CEO, it's called an executive director of the nonprofit. So that's maybe they vote for that person. So they could if they don't like me, that'd be so funny if the board would be sad, it'd be like,
it's happened.
It's happened
the
a lot
board
of
of
times.
but if it's called Sleep with Sam Howard and then I don't, that's like Roseanne, they'd have to call it the Connors. If I do something Roseanne-ish.
Stomach?
Yeah.
That was your, are you okay?
No,
You
yeah,
got food?
good.
You got that food?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a hungry bowel.
No,
What was it? A poopy? You got a poop?
No.
You gotta take a poopy? Sorry, I don't know why I
That
said
was
that.
his
We
di-
saw
his
so much poop on our
digestion.
walk today. Okay, so powers and duties, not duties like poop, but duties, the other one. Okay, duties do. Election and term office, initial people, each director holds office every year in the next annual meeting, and then they'll choose my successor. Oh, so maybe I don't. This is my dream, is to not be. I don't want to be the executive director forever, because I would love it if someone else who wants to sleep with Sam Howard but wants to sleep. This, it's all about sleep health. If they want to take over, and then I can go and be an actress, but also still be helping. Because I don't. It's just a lot of work every day, all the time. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody else who likes doing that might want to do it instead.
Nobody likes.
I'll still come to the nap events though. Some people love this stuff. Like they're like really into it. It's like coding. Some people love that. All right, subject. So this is a lot. Do we have to read this? Powers and duties, subject to the provisions of law, further into not limitation. So I had. Oh gosh, this is so much.
Just keep scrolling.
I bet I'm gonna get fired right away because someone's gonna be on the board and they're gonna be like, "We saw your live video of you can't do this. You're not good at this." Maybe I should just hire someone else right away. I don't know.
That'll just watch this and they'll be like, "We could take this from her."
It was so easy. Someone could take everything from me.
Vote for this person.
Well, technically, you have to pass this out when you get to the board of directors or something like that, because they have to know all the rules. They have to know this.
So they have to see this Instagram live. They have to see everything every mistake I've ever made. They have to know.
Notice me. So this stuff isn't important right now. This is just
so we don't have to do, and then we have to have meetings all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So will my board of directors tell me? They'll tell me this stuff, right? Because I don't have to. Do I have to organize this? It's so much
the first few times, yes.
You have to have a quorum at any meeting, the board of directors, and you have to vote. Okay, I love that. This is like student government. I used to know this stuff. Like I used to be, because I was the president of the student body at St. Louis University, and we talked like parliament. It felt like there was always like
student body.
All these words I knew about government, and I don't know them anymore.
The student government is supposed to be like a way for people to learn how the government works. So then that way, when they work in government, it's like the same thing. Because like like Jackson's laws, or
my son.
No, Jackson's rules.
I don't know.
The like how you're supposed to.
I know parliamentary rules of proof of procedure, parliamentary rules of procedure, or whatever. That's what we did. Which is like, isn't Parliament like UK stuff?
Yeah,
like British government.
But
we all wore powdered wigs. That'd be so fun. I look so much better in your camera than this camera. I guess that's my side.
Right.
You know how people always wonder what your side is? Now you know what my side is, right? But that's straightforward.
That's more of an angle.
Yeah, it's a different angle. All right, whatever, it's fine. All right, so this is good. We got to read all this.
It tells us what each one's responsible for.
Oh, now this is what we want to know. Board, because there's a vice president, and they do what? They just do some duties from time to time. To be assigned. So we have to assign.
It kind of just says that they have the power. They have whatever that gets assigned to them.
Yeah. Okay, so whatever I tell the vice president of the board of directors to do. So I don't want to be the president of the board.
It would have to be assigned by the board.
Yes.
Assigned by the board.
Yes, because you see the voting. If you reach up to the voting, it tells you how to vote.
So how do we pick our board if we don't tell them what they got to do? Because we can't be like just whoever wants to do it, and then they pick what they got to do.
I think you pick who's on the board, and then the board
picks who's the president.
Picks what they do.
No. Like the board then votes on like who's going to be the executive director and the vice
But
president.
do we have to make those descriptions then in advance?
Those are the descriptions right there.
But this just says duties as assigned, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
So who assigns those duties? Who makes up
the president?
list? The president of the board.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the board votes on who is the vice president.
Who is the vice president? But
And
then how do we pick? So who is the president of the board? How do we pick that person?
The board will vote for the president. It's
But
like,
how do we pick what the assignment is of all the different?
well,
like,
that's based off on our mission statement and our goals and all that stuff.
so we do that.
Yes.
We say this is what the vice president's job will be.
No, so
and then the
it's
board votes on that
it's
person.
like think back to student government. It's just like student government where the president makes all the rules, like they set the stage and everything. Vice president just picks up whatever the president can't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so with student government, there's already like stuff it's already organized, and then you like what in my experience we would run on a platform like this is what we want to get done,
And that's what each one will do. That's why they vote for them. So
and then right. But then like I still don't get who do I have to write all this shit, right? Like
would it be like you you'd have to decide what you'd want these rules to be.
That's what I think.
And then the board would either vote for it or ratify it or be like, no, you got to change this to this.
I think it's something like that. I think we have to say like, here's what the roles and responsibilities of the board of directors for Sleep with Sam Howard, the nonprofit, are. This is what our expectations are of each of you, which will be like a certain amount of fundraising, which will be these annual meetings, which will be voting on these sorts of decisions, like annual reports we have to do, all that stuff up there. And then here's the specific duties, powers and duties of each, the specifics, right? To be assigned. So we'll say like, here's what we're looking for a vice president, like a job description. Here's what we're looking for a secretary of the board, for a treasurer of the board.
Well, that's what that is. That's the description of what you need.
But it's so vague.
Well,
so we make the specifics.
Yeah, I think they make it vague.
So that we can make the specifics. Yeah. That's what I mean. So we write all of that. So that's another task to get done, is to write all of these specifics of the powers and duties of each of these roles of the board. And then we want to pick people who want to do that, and then they'll vote. Yeah. But really, like, we want to pick people that we want to be those things, right?
Yeah, I guess you just got to nominate people, and so that the board can vote on somebody.
Yeah. So I have to, but then how do okay, I'm going to ask, So, because I have a list of questions for Dr. Godfrey. So I have the rent question. I have the, then writing the roles and responsibilities of the board of directors, and then voting process and then all of that. Like, do they have to approve each other? Because I have like a temporary board, which is me, Madison, and Joel. Because it's just like we had to have 3 people to do this paperwork. Mm-hmm. So do then the 3 of us. I don't know if they want to be on the full, because we want like bigger, like we're grown-ups, but we want like real grown-ups who
I'm sure that you could add people to the board.
You can. People. You need a minimum of 3 people.
Yeah.
You can have as many people on the board as you want, but you need at least 5 people.
No, you need at least 3 only.
No. The minimum you need for a board is 3. But
hi, Jamie. Do you know things about board of directors? The minimum is 3.
But you can't. One person can't occupy 2 roles. Does that make sense?
No, because I think the executive director of the nonprofit is also on the board.
Yeah, but they're not always the president.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know. So,
but what I'm saying is like the president can't also be the treasurer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you got to.
You got to be separate people.
I probably want that anyway, but can.
Because those are huge.
Prez also be treasurer, but treasurer of the board is different than like accountant for the nonprofit.
Well, they still kind of do that stuff. They still they check all that stuff. So the treasurer, even though they have accountants underneath them, the treasurer still has to go through all the accounts to make sure everything's checked and good. You mean they're the double checker kind of.
Double checker. Yeah. So they're like an auditor. Okay.
Yeah.
So we would have like a CFO or whatever.
Yeah.
And I need to know all that stuff too. How do we pay them? Checks and balances. Okay, Jamie. He's the bathtub philosopher. This is my new ring for concentration. And it's Thankful Thursdays. Tell us what you're thankful for. And you're already following us everywhere. I should have put on my middle finger. I don't want to do that. That's mean. Okay.
But it's not.
Delegation. In case of absence of any officer of the NFP organization for any other reason that the board may deem sufficient, the board may at any time and from time to time delegate all or any part of the powers of duties of any officer to any other officer to any other director or directors. Blah, blah, blah. What? What even is that? Dr. Seuss, thank you. Okay, removal. Any officer may be removed from office at any time. This is so much drama. Should we do like a reality TV show about this?
Okay.
It's called like Apprentice or whatever. Ow, that hurts so bad. Or without any cause, removal can vote. Everybody can vote. Oh, this is like Succession now. Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to do.
What's going to the board tomorrow? I need your support.
Did you guys see the thing? It was so funny. Eric sent me a video of somebody singing the theme song of Succession. You know how it's just music, it's not lyrics. What do you say?
Thankful for all the friends I've made in Los Angeles.
I know this is your anniversary, isn't it? Or like it is soon, or it was. I think Tuesday was your anniversary. I think, right? Happy anniversary of 1 year.
In LA?
In LA. Mm-hmm. So what was I saying? Oh, the song for Succession. Somebody did a little funny thing on the internet. I think it was do you want the kiss from daddy? Do you want the kiss from daddy? Because that's all they're trying to get their father's love. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
He says yes.
You want a kiss from daddy? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes,
about
your
his
Tuesday.
year.
Yes, your anniversary. All
So
the lag time.
This town
Any officer may resign his or her office at any time. Such resignation to be made in writing and effective. You to write it down. That's so.
It's like a job.
This
You
is
can
so much
accept my
work.
letter of resignation in the morning.
But most likely they're just going to fall asleep because they're all going to be narcoleptic. Okay. People with narcolepsy is the proper way to say it. Okay. Banks, accounts, checks, and notes. The board is authorized to select the banks. Oh, so we can have someone else do this. Or depositories. That sounds like something you put up your butt, doesn't it? I don't know. Depositories? Suppository is that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Contracts.
Yabes with the knowledge. It deems proper for the funds of the NFP organization. The board shall determine who shall be authorized from time to time on the NFP organizations with that weird space there. I don't know. Behalf organizations to sign checks, drafts, or other orders for the payment, money, acceptances, notes, or other evidence of indebtedness. Contracts. The board may authorize any officer or officers, agent or agents, in addition to those specified by the bylaws, to enter into any contract or execute and deliver any instrument, like, again, trumpets, things like that, flutes, in the name of and behalf of the NFP. I'm just kidding, right? What does that mean? Instrument in the name, what? And such authority may be general or confined to specific instances, unless so authorized by the board. No officer, agent, or employee shall have any power or authority to bind the NFP organization by any contract or engagement to pledge its credit or render its liable for, so you can't like gamble away your money. Is that the thing?
Pretty much.
Well, that's a bummer. I love gambling. I've never gambled. I don't think in my life. You told me to buy a lottery ticket and I didn't do it. Sorry. Investments. The funds of the NFP may be retained in whole or in part in cash to be invested and reinvestment from time to time in such property. So we can invest in, my friend told me we can't invest in property because we were like, we should get a studio and like things like that. But he said anything you own can't, wait. So may be retained to invest in property, real, personal, or otherwise stocks, bonds, other securities as the board may deem desirable. So that's what our treasurer would do, is like make money off our money. Like people who do that are so smart. So, okay, that's good. So we can. Why did he say we couldn't? I'm going to write that question down.
You want to add the
investing. So I thought you had to spend a certain amount, like whatever you earn, you have to spend in that year, basically, whatever you fundraise. So fundraising.
You might want to add Article 6, Section 6.03.
Oh.
So then that way he knows what you're referring to.
So Article 6. Section or 6.03 is all I have to do. Okay. All right. Article 7, indemnity under law. The NFP organization shall indemnify and advance the expenses of each person to the full extent permitted by law. So I think we can't have a shell account, probably. We can't do all the fun drugs we want to do. I'm just kidding. Cartel, are you listening?
Don't commit fraud.
Don't commit fraud. Additional indemnification. It's like such a weird word. The NFP hereby agrees to hold harmless and indemnify each of its directors, officers, employees, and agents from the and against the reimburse for all judgments, fines, liabilities, amounts paid in settlement, and reasonable expenses, including attorney fees actually and necessarily incurred as a result or of a connection with the threatened pending or completed action, suit, or proceeding, whether civil, criminal, administrative, or investigative. Oh my God.
Yes.
It's so much. It's so much. This is such a big paragraph. Like, this is like my
Yes.
text. Every text I send is too long. I get it. My emails are this is my punishment for doing that.
These are the first
Sorry.
and last letters.
I can't. What are you doing? Dyslexic teaching me how to do it? I can't. I don't even get. It's so much words. So many. Fiduciary. I feel
Very
dizzy.
daunting paragraph.
It's so much. Split it. Like, you should split it up with the I.
I would have split that.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to judge. I am judging them. Okay. This is Shirley's fault. Probably as a man now that I'm reading it. Okay. She didn't write it though. He or she. They. Obligation of the NFP is something else. All right. So I gotta just talk to Godfrey about this. Like, what the H
Yeah.
E double
probably
hacky
really
sticks.
Simplified for you.
Limitation, no amendment of amendments. Construction. You can't do any construction. Every time I see the name, I'm a little jarred by it. I really want to do some sketches where we have really wealthy people. Their wives are finding out about their donation to Sleep with Sam Howard. Like, I do like an Ashley Madison parody where it's like, why didn't you, like, they're calling in the credit card and it's just like,
credit card bill.
and it's like, it's not a sex show.
Excuse me.
It's sleep. It's literal sleep. Like,
I mean,
literal.
Did you see that Ashley Madison?
I just watched it.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my God, their names. Oh wait, I am the president of the board.
Yes.
And then Madison is a director and JW Dean is a director. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, in condition whereof, blah, 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 blah. Do they have to sign? They didn't sign on date?
They don't even.
Oh my God, Madison,
Oh,
this is
wait.
so, she's not on right now, but oh, so exciting. This is so grown up. And it's my whole name, Samantha Howard. Samantha.
Don't you have a middle name?
No, I wasn't given one.
I
I'm
can see.
kidding. I'm kidding. I was. Renee, Samantha Renee Howard. Okay, so now I'm saving this, but I don't have to print anything. Download. Right? Did I do it? All right. Ooh, hello?
It takes a second.
Your mom takes a second. Oh gosh, that took so long. Okay, so these are my bylaws. These are my bylaws. This is so grown up. Can you imagine if me and Aaron had to write all these? Oh, we thought. Okay, now more to fill out. No, just kidding.
No, that's just what you file.
Corporation filed. Oh, that's proof that I filed. This is so crazy. How do people do this for a job? They know all of this, and I already signed.
Simple. They drink.
You think? I don't know.
I only know if
That's all.
Wow.
it's
So I didn't have to do. That was not that hard.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being a part of this because I wouldn't have liked
Yeah.
it by myself. All right. So now we know the one thing we have to send in the mail when we go to the bank. So we'll do that tomorrow.
Don't show it online.
Don't show, I'm not the other page, but some hacker knows how to find it. This is crazy. But I also want to change the address to my PO box so people don't know my address.
I'll do that.
So that's why you couldn't do it from the beginning. It was so frustrating. All right, here we go.
Keep it a little
So that's what we're
lower.
doing tomorrow. And then I have all these questions, and that's the only thing to do. Okay, this is great. We read it all. Good job, grown-ups. Okay, thank you all for being a part of this Thankful Thursday where we are grown-ups.
Supposedly.
Oh, we should make a label in our 501c3.
Files.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. Okay, great. And we have, okay. And now we do some footage stuff. That's what we should do. So we're not going to do
I'm
that.
about to leave in a bit.
You're gonna leave?
4:30.
All right. Thank you guys for supporting the mission of the Sleep with Sam Howard, of all Sleep with Sam Howard things, is to help the world sleep better and be awake happier. And the just be is like the main, we don't need to feel stressed about like having to like do all the rules and like, oh my gosh, you have to have a perfect anything. Just love yourself is basically the thing, and have fun and play and be silly and imperfect, but don't send dick pics. Don't do that, please, unless someone asks for them. Okay. All right. Tunnel Rats. What up, JC? Hey, we just read all the paperwork for the 501c3 that we have. It's a real thing. It's real. Can you believe it? We're grown-ups and we have it. If you want to be on the board of directors, you're not a big enough grown-up. Jamie, you're a pretty good grown-up. You can do it. I don't know. Jamie already left?
Oh, no,
Oh, we got to go by. Yeah. Someone's here. JC's here. You're a pretty good grown-up too. You want to be on the board? It's like, I don't know. You have to like probably wear a suit. I don't know. Do you think? Or pajamas we wear on our board. Can we do? Oh, all of our board meetings can be themed. Okay, this is so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. I really want Ariana Huffington because she has a whole book about sleep. Because she like passed out or something because she wasn't getting enough sleep. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna go on YouTube.
Yeah.
We haven't even looked the whole time we've been filming, and then Yabes, you weren't a part of this.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
New timeout links,
Cameo.
45 minutes. Good thing I would have skipped yoga. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
You can find us on YouTube because this is, if you want to watch it for some reason, your stream will stop immediately.
Bye, guys.
No longer be live.